democratically elected president. He sought to nationalize major industries, expand education, and improve the living standards of the working class. 3 years into his term, the U.S. launched Operation Condor, a covert CIA plan to oust him. U.S. spies gave local willing participants money, guns, and guarantees of U.S. support for a military government, as long as they eliminated left-wing sympathizers. And it was the head of the army, General Augusto Pinochet, who betrayed the president. He was appointed head of the army just 19 days before the coup. A violent overthrow ensued with the military seizing power. Pinochet established a brutal 17-year military dictatorship during which thousands of people were tortured, killed, or disappeared. Here's an article reflecting on the events from the mainstream media. The brutality with which an elected government was deposed inspired military takeovers across Latin America, but also galvanized the human rights movement and spotlighted the dark activities of the CIA. Nicaragua is also no stranger to U.S. brutality. Back in the day, Augusto Sandino led a guerrilla war against U.S. occupations. Americans called him a bandit, while his countrymen saw him as a hero. He was eventually executed by the U.S.-trained National Guard led by Anastasio Somoza Garcia. Garcia was educated in the U.S. and then returned back home with big ideas. He went on to establish a ruthless dynasty that ruled Nicaragua for over 40 years, until being overthrown in 1979 by the Sandinistas, those who continued to fight external influence in the name of Augusto Sandino. And that's how it always works. There is zero evidence to suggest that any country benefits from a U.S. intervention or a U.S. puppet in power. Locals frequently end up trying to pick up the pieces, trying to restore order and sovereignty. There is a reason why America's most hated, such as Fidel Castro, Che Guevara, Chavez, and Allende, go down in history as heroes, because they dared to speak out, becoming a symbol of resistance to American imperialism.